Good morning. Good morning. My name is Dylan Zigray. I'm one of our developer interns here. And I'm here with Ryan Gilkerson, lead creative here at Company 119. And you are watching The Coffee Cup, Geauga County's premier digital marketing podcast.
We don't say that anymore.
We don't say that anymore?
It is the world's premier
the world's premier
digital marketing podcast.
Okay, well, I put that in my head for next time. We got this. We got this down now. I'm surprised that Ryan let me back on the show. If you watched our original episode when he interviewed me, I said I didn't like chocolate, and that was like breaking news on the Coffee Cup, and he said that I would never be allowed back on, and now I'm here. So, we've become friends again. I'm really happy about that. So we have a fun episode today.
Yes.
John, if you want to go to that first slide, we are going to be talking about how to create effective social media campaigns for your company. It's a fun little topic. I don't think that some people have a general idea, but I think that today we can spend some time really going into the specifics regarding this. So, John, if you want to go to that second slide for me, we're going to start this off.
I just want to say thank you for putting my name on the presentation.
Oh, you're fine. I wanted to make sure, because we're co-hosting,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make sure I don't want anyone to forget about you. I'm wearing this tracksuit today.
Yes.
And it's very large on me, but I think it's because I have such large shoes to fill, even though they're not shoes. And
it's a big jacket for an intern with big dreams.
There we go. Isn't that sweet? Okay, so basically, up on the screen now, so it's a little background about me. So before I came to Company 119, I worked for an international conference in Cleveland, and I led the press and marketing team for this, and that's the team right there in that photo. And we did all of our community outreach and marketing initiatives, and we became one of the best within our conference field across the world. And social media campaigns were pretty much our best friend. We used them very heavily. We became very passionate about our work, so I'm excited today to share with you all what we did and how you can implement our strategies into your business. Let's go to that next slide. So, Oprah says it best here. You need a goal for your social media campaign. What's your goal? It could be spreading knowledge, it could be attracting new followers, or merely just inciting excitement or buzz. If you don't have a goal for your campaign, if you don't have a specific thing you want to accomplish, it's not going to be effective at all. You need to know what you want to accomplish with what specific audience. Let's go to that next slide. So, after you know your goal, as Ryan talked about last week, there are different social media platforms. There's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. For us, we use Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat primarily, but Twitter was pretty much our best friend. But as Ryan pointed out in last week's Coffee Cup, you can go back and watch those after this. They're great. Each social media platform has different advantages for your company. And you need to know what platform you want to use for your campaign. So, can you use more than one platform? Can you understand the content that you have posted on those? And does the content you're going to post on it actually match up to what you've used before? You don't want to have completely polar opposite content in your Twitter account. You want to make sure you have continuity between what you're doing, because that's going to make you more reliable for your followers. We're going to go to our next slide now. So after you have your goal for your social media campaign and you know what platforms you want to use, you're going to start creating the core of your campaign. So this is step 3. So what's your campaign title? We have an example up there. So we did a campaign called #WhereAreTheyNow, and it was basically an alumni campaign to show after they've left our conference, what are they doing with their life? How did our conference give them means of success for the future as a way of generating buzz and excitement? People come to ours to get new information. So that was our campaign title. And then we started designing just on paper what we wanted the campaign to look like, and we decided to have it last for like a week or so. And then we started figuring out what content we wanted too. You need to break it down in a way you have all your questions answered: who, what, where, when, how, and why. Those are my favorite questions to ask, literally constantly in the office. Because if you can answer those questions, then you're going to be set straight for the core of your campaign. That next slide, John. So after you have the core of your campaign, you can actually put together the campaign. We got to that point now. This is Ryan and my favorite part, to put together these campaigns, because they're a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
So lots of people sometimes just like grabbing a little notebook and just writing down notes. But The disadvantage of that is that you're the only one that's going to see it. And if you want to hold everything hostage, that's fine. But if you have a team of people that you want to work with, they need to be able to see your work too. So use a central planning document. Google Drive, a cloud platform, use a central planning document. Have everything in there. Have the content you're going to use, the pictures, the graphics, etc. Have everything in there that can be easily accessed. With our team, we delegated roles with the campaign, but we still talk to one another. Communication is key when it comes to doing these campaigns. You want to make sure everyone's on the exact same page of what you want to accomplish. Ensure that your content is strong and original when you're writing this stuff out. Make sure you're proofreading it, making sure that it's unique and it's not being duplicated anywhere else. Your content should represent your brand best. It should represent the energy and the excitement you have for representing your brand to the public. And that's part of the reason why we were so successful, is we loved representing our conference to the greater world. So,
Love it.
And then, last but not least, John, that slide, the next one, you can start your campaign. So after you have all of the prep work done, you actually get to that point where you can implement it. So when you're implementing your campaign, you want to make sure you use consistent hashtags and wording. But I actually used similar strategies to our SEO ideas we've been doing here on Coffee Cup, where you don't want to look the same every single time. You don't want the same sentence structure where you're just filling in the blanks. It's not what we're doing. Bless you.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
You're good?
We'll
Okay.
sneeze.
Okay.
We'll sneeze there.
You want to make sure that you have consistent wording and hashtags, but they use different sets and structures to make sure it's looking different across your social media platforms. And if you're successful with your campaign, then you can interact with your followers who respond to you, who are interacting with you further. You want to use your campaign as a base for actually communicating with your following base further. You want to keep it vibrant and modern. What that means, that can mean totally different things for your company, but you want to basically go to the core of what it means to be your company or business or platform and embrace that fully, and then use that energy with your campaign. So what I have, these next couple slides are some examples that we did. So you got basically those 5 steps from me on how to create an effective social media campaign. So let's see how I and my team implemented this when we did ours last year. So that next slide coming up. So we did a campaign. So we all love Cleveland.
Who is that guy?
You know, it's not up there anymore. It's historic.
Is that J.R. Smith?
Yeah, he switched 23
He's
just
on
for
the
a
roster.
day. Yeah.
That's not good.
You're fine. So we did a campaign called #Cleveland and CLE, and it was basically an all excitement about Cleveland campaign. And up there, you can see we had an initial campaign that we actually created a GIF, and we did some photos, and we created a specialized logo for the campaign to generate some excitement. And then every single day, we tweeted out a fun fact about the city of Cleveland, but then also a historical fact, something that you may not know. Even if you're a Clevelander, you may not entirely know about the city. And that campaign proved to be very fun because everyone around here has a strong passion for our city, and we wanted to embrace that to the fullest. I mean, Ryan and I both travel downtown constantly. We love immersing ourselves in the city. I think that we're better than Detroit, first of all. We already know that.
Shouts out to Motown.
Motown.
But yeah,
we're
Cleveland
different.
rocks.
Cleveland rocks. Yeah.
For sure.
And we wanted to embrace that for our campaign, especially people coming from different countries who may not know how exciting Cleveland is and what an upcoming city it is. We wanted to do that. So that was our big campaign. The next slide, John, shows the historical fact that we had. And John may know this, but Ryan, did you know that Oberlin College was the first college in the U.S. to admit people regardless of race and sex?
I did not know.
You did.
That.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Now you know. Look at that. A fellow Clevelander who just learned something new about the greater Cleveland area.
They were also the first college that rejected me when I tried to get in.
Well,
so shout out to Oberlin.
Baby steps here. We're going baby steps. So it's okay. So that was our #Cleveland and CLE campaign. And then our next one, this was one of my favorites, and we did this for consistently 3 years, was our #Cleveland Trivia campaign. And we all love trivia.
For sure.
I'm not good at it. I'll put that on the record. I rely on others to do it for me, and I just take home the prize. But we had a lot of excitement with this campaign, where every year for basically 2.5 weeks, we would just come up with questions about the United Nations or about Cleveland in general, and we would tweet them out every day at the same time, and we would let people respond. No prizes. We didn't, because we weren't original enough to have actual prizes, but bragging rights, because we gained such a buzz about it. You get bragging rights, and you would get a little bit of a shout out for responding. So that became a lot of fun. And we did that for 3 years. So now you know the 5 steps to create an effective social media marketing campaign before you finish your first cup of coffee today.
Very true.
Up on the screen now is just a little bit of a summary document. I love just concise summary documents after hearing me talk for a very prolonged period of time. You want to make sure that you can go home and now understand how you can do it. So, in short, know your campaign's goal. When you plan your campaign out, make sure you spend time on it. You want to focus on your hashtags and what you're going to actually interact with your followers. You want to appeal to your base. Focus on having quality retweets, shares, or likes. People are sometimes worried about having quantity over quality, where you want to have like 300,000 likes. If you looked at our tweets we had up there, we didn't have that many. But what was important to us is that we were getting retweets from people we didn't have retweets before, and was engaging with people we hadn't engaged with before. We wanted to spread knowledge. We're not a huge conference, but we wanted to have a variety of people from around the world interacting with us. That was what was important to us. And then with that too, you can track your progress with your campaign via Twitter or any social media analytics, and you can go through there and view how people are interacting with your tweets, which we used a lot. And they can use it as an example for what to do differently next time.
Perfect.
So Ryan, you're a pro now.
Yeah.
At this.
And I would just like to say that what we learned today is that Dylan is half my age and twice as smart as me.
Well,
that's what we found
I
out
didn't
today.
apply to Oberlin College, so I can't use that either. But it's okay.
For sure.
I think we're both talented at very different things. He likes chocolate. I don't like chocolate. It's a give and take. So it's okay. I have a support group. You can tag me in the thing below. So
awesome. Well, it's your tagline.
It's my tagline we got to do. So you have learned this morning more about how to create an effective social media marketing campaign before you and I both finish our first cup of coffee. Thank you so much for watching today. Ryan will be back next Monday, and we will see you at the next episode of The Coffee Cup.